Hello, and welcome to tonight's story. This story is called The Court Jester. It'll be read by Jason Bays, and Jason Bays. Are you ready, children? Then we'll begin. It was a dark and stormy night. Because of this, nothing happened because people were afraid of being struck by lightning. However, the next night, something was going down. Mr. Frank Jameson returned home one evening to hear some strange noises coming from the direction of his bedroom. They sounded like thumping sounds and muffled screams. "Honey, what's going on?" From Frank's bedroom, we hear someone shout, obviously with a falsetto voice. "Nothing, dear. Don't come up. I have company." Oh, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Frank hurried up the stairs, flew open his bedroom door, and found his house being burgled by a huge burly man. "Ow! What the hell are you doing? Stealing all your stuff, you bucko!" Just then, Frank pulled out a knife. "You get out of here right this second, and I'll let you live." "Sure!" The culprit charges Frank. "Take that!" That was odd. I shot him with a knife. "Oh, thank you, Frank. I didn't know what to do. He said he came to fix the cable, and then this happened." "That is odd. I mean, it wasn't even loaded or anything." "I thought you were going to say, that is odd. I mean, we have satellite." "But we do have cable." "Not in our bedroom." True. But how did I shoot this asshole with my knife? Is that really all you care about? Huh? Oh, yeah, it sucks we got burgled. Did someone shoot this prick from outside? No, the window's intact. Is that really all you care about? But how did I shoot this son of a bitch with my knife? I wanted to cut his throat. It was a pretty good shot, too. Right through the face. Just then, a knock on the front door. Could it be the next door neighbor investigating the noise? Could it be the police? Frank went to find out. Frank is heard walking down the stairs and opening the front door. "What can I do for you, gentlemen?" "You can come with us to the police station. We got reports of you shooting up the cable repair guy." "But he was burgling my house." "Are we to believe the cable repair guy didn't come to repair the cable?" "Yes!" "Okay, take note of that, Jim. We'll take the son of a bitch down to the police station and see what this man's lawyers think." So, Frank Jameson was dragged into the police car and driven off to jail. The following morning, things were set into motion. The two police officers filed their report, and Frank was set for trial the week after next. This town doesn't get much action, so finding time for the court was easy. Now, 2 weeks later, in the courtroom. "You have been found guilty of the offense. What have you got to say for yourself?" "I would just like to say that you can take away my freedom, but you'll never take my dignity. Yea, verily spoken by his Savior, prior to his untimely demise. One shall not be convicted of the heinous crime of doing what is lawful in their current state, only to be found guilty of such an offense. Yea, verily, I shall not be punished severely for the crime I've been accused of." "Oh, quit your bitching. It was only a $23 offense. Pay the fine and be on your way." "Yes, my lord." "Well, another successful trial. Call the next defendant." "Are you sure you don't want to mime it, my lord?" "Yes, I'm sure. Just call the next defendant." "Yes, my lord. Call one, Frank Jameson." Frank entered the room dressed in orange and a cap with a feather sticking out of the left side. He took a seat next to the defense attorney, Joe Stevenson. "Okay, Frank, take your seat." "I have, my lord." "So you have. Okay, get on with the case. I understand you murdered your cable repairman." "He wasn't a cable repairman. He was robbing my house. I had every right to shoot him with my knife." "Did you say shoot him with a knife?" "Yes, my lord. I whipped out my knife and I heard a gunshot." "Are you sure someone else didn't shoot the deceased from somewhere?" The police found no evidence of a gunshot in the room. The window was intact, there wasn't any smell of gunpowder, and there was no bullet in the head of the deceased. "What kind of knife is this?" "A Ski-and-Do. It's an old Scottish knife." "Alright, what does your attorney Judge Stevens have to say?" "Well, my lord, it appears to me that my client Jameson Frank did nothing wrong." "Jameson Frank? Are you sure you're reading your notes correctly?" "Yes, why?" "My name is Frank Jameson, not the other way round." "Well, Jameson Frank, I do believe you are mistaken. I'm the attorney here, so I should know legal proceedings." "Just get on with it." "Yes, get on with it. Yea, verily, get on with it. Don't see my way of speak, kind sir." "Silence! Now, Joe, get on with it." "Yes, my lord. Frank here did nothing wrong. He simply did what any sensible man would do. Shoot the robber robbing his life with a knife." I can rap. "Not in my court, you can't." "Too late, I already did." "Objection. Sustained." "Damn." "Okay, Joe, call the next witness." "Yes, my lord. Call in Fiona Lewis." "Call in Fiona Lewis!" A woman who bears a striking resemblance to a piece of meatloaf seasoned with garlic entered the courtroom dressed in sailing garb. Did I read that correctly? Yes, now shut the hell up. "I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth." "Jolly good. Your witness." "Are you sure you don't want to examine the witness?" "She looks like a piece of meatloaf seasoned with garlic." "I meant ask her questions." "Oh, right. Okay, Miss Lewis, where were you last week around 11:33 in the p.m.? I was in my study sewing a pair of socks for my husband when, aha! I put you that you're Miss Lewis, not Mrs. Lewis. Well, you were wrong. Of course he was. Now get on with it. Greg, don't you start. Oh, come on, just once more. No, objection, my lord. Do you want to help or just be a bother? Sorry. Please continue, Mrs. Lewis. Well, as I was saying, I was sewing away across the street when I heard a shot coming from the Jameson residence. Well, I knew they had no gun, so I thought someone had broken in. I went to the window to investigate what had happened, and I saw blood on the window and Frank holding a knife, staring at it. Did you see any smoke coming from the knife? Why would smoke be coming out of a knife? It can't shoot bullets! Not true. This knife shot the deceased square in the face. Amazing! No further questions. Your witness, Greg. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I know I forgot something. Shut up! Sorry. Now then, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I expect you're wondering what Mrs. Lewis was doing up at such a late hour. Well, Mrs. Lewis, why were you up so late? I'm always up until midnight. I can only sleep when the clock strikes 12. Or 0 if you're in the military, like my husband. I always sleep from midnight to 8 a.m. Well, then, why do you stay up so late? I was trained that way by my parents, sir. Odd. Now then, when you saw Frank, notice I'm referring to him by his first name, standing near a bloody window, what expression did you see on his face? I couldn't see his face as there's so much blood on the window. No further questions, my lord. Can I go home now? It's lunchtime and I'm feeling very hungry. Right, we'll recess here. Be back in an hour. We got them right where we want them, Jameson. I'm starting to have my doubts about you. Oh, well, what a first act. Well, stay tuned for the rest of the exciting story.